A reading from the Gospel of John. Jesus said, "I ask not only on behalf of these, but also on behalf of those who will believe in me through their word, that they all may be one. As you, Father, are in me and I am in you, may they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. The glory that you've given me, I have given them, so that they may be one as we are one. I in them and you in me, that they may become completely one, so that the world may know that you have sent me and have loved them even as you have loved me. Father, I desire that those also whom you've given me may be with me where I am, to see my glory, which you've given me because you loved me before the foundation of the world. Righteous Father, the world does not know you, but I know you, and these know that you have sent me. I made your name known to them, and I will make it known, so that the love with which you have loved me may be in them, and I in them." Well, good morning, and welcome to Jesus' great circle of himself, God, his beloved and righteous Father, actually, interestingly, in today's portion of John's Gospel, and you and me. And Jesus saying in many different ways throughout the Gospel of John, but here he really brings it home. We're in the farewell discourse, of course, and he is summarizing, praying to the Father, but in front of the disciples, his friends, so that they can hear him just one more time, remind them that just as he and the Father are one, he and you and I are one, and you and I are one in him and in his Father, in that great sort of dynamic circle of relationship that Jesus keeps reinforcing, keeps teaching, keeps showing us all throughout his life, and especially as portrayed in this Gospel of John. So as you and I are in this season of Epiphany, this glorious season of light, and I'm aware that this morning the light around me is really quite beautiful and quite appropriate to the season in which we are preaching and listening and living our lives. This season where the light of Christ, not only shared within our boundaries, within our walls, within our sacred spaces, but also that light going out into the world, one of the great themes of the season following the Epiphany, that we have been given a light to not only share in our midst, but to share and to project and to broadcast out into the world as a beacon of hope and light. Jesus says, "The world does not know me, but you know me, and I know you, and they know me." And so we are in a time where it feels like it's particularly helpful to the world for Christians to make known the very simple basics, if you will, of the faith, that the face of Christianity in our world is not one of judgment or triumphalism, but rather that when we are espousing Jesus' words, his teachings, when we are thinking of ourselves as bound not only to Jesus and God, but through them and through their spirit and through their love, bound so intimately to one another. In this season, we are reminded that simple affirmation that we all belong to one another, we see one another, we respect the dignity of every human being, our baptismal covenantal language echoing always in our lives, that this is a season of light where it is enough simply to show the world what it means that Jesus is in God and God is in Jesus and Jesus is in us and we are in Jesus. And all together we inhabit the love that was from before all time, as Jesus says, from before creation when you loved me, O righteous Father. Jesus says at this moment, reminding, tying us, stitching us all back into this great weaving of God's grace and God's love in creation. So in this season of light, may you be light and show that light out in the world. And may you always remember that you are joined to Christ just as he is joined to the Father, and we all are one to another, the face of grace and love in this world. May God be with you in this day. May God bless you and keep you this day and always. Amen.